Hey guys, I found the secret audio clip that instantly summoned Slenderman. You guys want to hear it?
Sure, whatever. I don't care.
Always watching, no eyes. Always watching, no eyes. Always watching, no eyes. Always watching, no eyes.
Welcome to ReShoot, amateurs in no suits. Too many movies to explore. Ruthie, Hector, and Ed, laughter till the end. Let's see something never done before.
Welcome to ReShoot, an amateur's guide to gooder film. I am one of your hosts, Tim.
I am also one of your hosts, Ruthie, live from my cat's chair.
I am Hector.
Censor
Yes.
Hector.
Also, hi Ed.
Yes. My name is Tim today.
All right, Tim.
Yes.
They call me Tim.
All right. Today we're going to talk about Slenderman.
Slendy Man.
Also,
The movie,
it feels fitting that
not the creature.
our second year anniversary is this episode, and this is the first time we're all able to record in the same room with the same mic.
Yep.
So I don't know. Thanks for listening to us for 2 years, everyone. I know it's grating.
Yes, 2 years. I can't. Wow. Yeah, Slenderman, the movie. Yeah, that.
Oof.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. This was my pick, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I offered you an extra since it was Halloween.
Yeah,
Good pick.
Good.
my picks recently have been hot garbage.
In the best way.
In the best way.
Oh, God. I don't know about this one, though.
I almost, there's only been 2 movies I've ever been I need a break from, and then have to come back later. This was almost the third.
Almost.
The only reason he stuck around was because I just started, shit talking it in the middle of movies, which normally Hector doesn't like, but if there's a movie he can't stand and I do it, it's fine.
Well, it's the first time we're watching a movie. I don't want anyone shit talking. I like to experience it for myself. If it's another time, sure, why not?
Or if it's a real stinker.
If it's a real stinker, I Mystery Science Theater 3000 that shit.
Yeah, this one was pretty bad, honestly. Spoilers.
Oh, that's what we're spoiler warning? Okay.
All right. So, I'll do the synopsis, I guess. So, movie is Slenderman. Came out in
2018.
Oh, jeez.
I have the thing.
It's so new. What the fuck? Yeah. It came out 10 years too late on the whole Slenderman train. So, movie starts off with stupid high school girls talking about how the boys are... Wait, what's going... I don't even remember.
So there's 4
Someone was pregnant also, right?
No, that was a dream.
So it's mentioned at the dinner table with Hallie and her sister and her parents.
Yeah, who's
a
pregnant?
A friend of Hallie's on the track team got pregnant. It never comes up again.
Except for that one vision where later with
in
tentacles.
the video, yeah, in their nightmares, they dream of.
Yeah,
weird
that's
so
what
can I
talked it up.
Can I talk a little behind the scenes of something interesting about that before I forget?
Sure.
There was a bunch of stuff that was cut. The movie was supposed to be rated R. And then with the whole stabbing happening with Kosha, I think is where it was.
That was I
was
looked that up.
That was it was slightly before production.
Oh,
yeah, that was before even filming.
But they had to change some stuff because of that, and also
the script.
I think Sony or someone was telling them, no, you have to make it PG-13 after they were going for R. So some stuff I wouldn't be surprised if there was a plot point with that and the pregnancy, but they just cut it out.
Yeah, that was weird, and it was uncomfortable, especially with the fact that they were teenage girls. It gave me it was very squicky.
Yeah. Anyways. Oh my god. They get... First of all, I just gotta complain because Slenderman is one of my favorite fucking creatures in the mythos and all that. They get the mythos completely wrong. It's all wrong. It's all bad. The vast majority of it, at least. It's all wrong. Anyways, they're talking something about pregnancy, and then the girl, there's group of guys in this high school, and they all like each other for whatever.
They're horny high schoolers.
High schoolers, yes. And the girls are talking about, the boys are gonna summon Slenderman watching this video, And then the girl's like, "Oh, let's us do it too." And then they watch this video that isn't really even that creepy. It's a stupid video, and
they have to listen for the bell.
yeah, the 3 bells. Like, you close your eyes, you
With
listen.
the first.
Yeah, you close your eyes when you hear the first,
And then you open it when you hear the third.
and you open them when you hear the third, and whatever. It's stupid. Doesn't matter. Oh my god, what did the fuck happens after this? I don't even know.
Not a whole
Katie, so the 4 girls, we should probably mention their names. There's Hallie, that's the main character.
Hallie,
Ren, Katie,
the girl, Katie,
Chloe.
Yeah, Chloe.
So Katie, her dad is an alcoholic. They live out in a trailer park. She's got a bad life. She wishes that Slenderman would take her away on their next school trip to a cemetery for some reason. It
was a memorial for like a battle or something,
Yeah.
I think.
So it was a cemetery also, but yeah, she gets taken. She vanishes. She disappears, which that is a thing.
That's like the one Slenderman thing.
Yeah, that's like the one Slenderman thing in this entire fucking movie. But yeah, she gets taken away. They start looking into it. At one point, the other friend,
Ren, the spooky goth one or the black one?
The black one.
Yeah,
black
Chloe.
Girl. Chloe. She has a encounter with Slenderman or something.
They go out into the woods to ask Slenderman to bring Katie back.
They get separated. Yeah.
Ren says, "Whatever you do, keep your eyes closed. Don't look at Slenderman.
Because they're getting their information from some lady who's from a random IM board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she opens her eyes and runs off, and she has an interaction.
Yeah, she sees Slenderman,
and she basically goes crazy and disappears at some point. Also, right?
No, she goes. She just stays at her house insane.
Oh, yeah.
She's gone.
She's gone at this point. Hallie does some research on Slenderman, tries to give Ren all this information. Ren's not receptive.
Other way around.
Oh,
yeah,
it's Ren?
Hallie doesn't care.
Oh,
because she has a boyfriend.
That's
she's trying to get a boyfriend.
She's trying to get a boyfriend.
No, she pretty much got him.
Ren is the one that basically goes crazy researching Slenderman. She has a pretty cool vision scene in the library.
That scene was good.
Yeah,
that's my only I guess now that I'm remembering it.
That girl can act. I really hope she does more shit. She really can act.
That's Joey King.
I think she won an award for that scene, or
she should have.
Yeah.
Joey King actor.
Yeah, King actress.
King shit.
Yeah. And then she tries to give it to Hallie. Hallie's not receptive about it. Eventually, Ren has another. Oh, Ren goes to Hallie's, or Hallie goes to Ren's?
Hallie's sister, who she's close with, not that we mention it. She has a seizure in the middle of the night. She gets taken to the hospital. Hallie finds out that Ren showed Lizzie, the sister, the Slenderman video, and all Lizzie is saying is, he has no face, he has no face.
Yeah.
Hallie goes to Ren, who's about to throw herself off her second-story ledge.
And then,
because she feels guilty and there's no escape.
Also, the psychosis too.
She's got slender psychosis.
Yeah, and at that point, Ren gets a video call where you're seeing through Slenderman's point of view, which is stupid. That's not how it works. And then Slenderman just uses his tentacles to pull her out the window and steal Ren
and turn her into a tree.
And
Wait, she gets turned into a tree too?
No,
it's off screen.
No, right, yes,
it's
off screen.
She just gets pulled out.
And then
Hallie attempts to rescue all of them, and she just gets taken by Slenderman, who is apparently a tree, and Slenderman just sucks her into a tree, and she becomes a tree. And that's the movie. Oh yeah, Lizzie, Hallie's little sister, gets better.
And she monologues at the end if you encounter Slenderman, there's no hope. You're gonna die. Even though she survived.
I think it was because she was the only innocent one in the whole thing. She didn't actively struggle for it. She was manipulated the whole way.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't searching. She was manipulated by her friend Rem. By her sister's friend Rem. I think that's why she was away. Because I know I think this is the one time they tried to be more accurate to lore was because in the newer versions of lore, I did a lot of research for this. The newer versions of lore, a lot of times, I guess to get away from the Wakosha stab. Was it Wakosha?
Yeah, the real life stabbing.
They've made Slenderman more of almost like an anti-hero who if you're a bully, you're fucked kind of a deal. It was weird. I get why, but it's just a little weird. So, Ed, I want you to start. Before we do, what's your history with Slenderman? Because I know you have a history, but the audience doesn't.
Oh yeah, my history with Slenderman is I watched Marble Hornets, the YouTube series, from episode 1. I watched every well, not episode 1. I started like entry like 10 or 13 or something, and ever since then until like entry like 90 whatever or however long they were, I watched it on the release day every single day.
Did you see the movie that came out?
No.
Okay.
I did not see the movie that they helped in. This was not the movie they helped in.
No. They made an actual movie though.
Yeah.
You didn't see that one?
They made another Slenderman movie.
Yes.
Yeah, that came out a little bit before this one.
Mm-hmm. Doug Jones plays Slenderman.
Yes.
Doug Jones, if you guys don't know, that's Abe. He's Abe in Hellboy. He's the fish, the creature in shape of water.
Yeah, he does a lot of
Cool stuff. Love him. Love the man.
Yeah. Anyways, my history with that is Marble Hornets, which is it's from one of the people that was like part of the think tank that made up the mythos of Slenderman.
He wasn't the only one, but he kind of helped.
No, but he was in like that forum when they came up with it.
Not really. I'm
pretty sure Troy was part of it. Yeah,
he was. Well, we'll get into. I did a lot of research on this. Maybe you're right, but from what I gathered, I think he was included later.
Yeah, but he was part of it.
He was part of the help shaping the mythos, yes, but I don't think he was like officially.
Oh well, maybe not, but I don't know.
He definitely helped set it up.
Yeah.
No, he definitely helped. He is a very big.
Yeah.
On the Wikipedia thing for Slenderman, he is part of Marble Hornets is very much a thing mentioned there.
Yeah, and because Troy is the guy's name. He's the one who started that thing. And yeah, Marble Hornets is really good. You guys should watch it. I think with all of it out right now, it might just be like 4 hours, 5 maybe total. Not even that long.
Not including the movie. Which is an hour and a half, I heard.
Yeah, it might even be less than 4 hours, honestly. Because most entries are like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but there's also the side channel videos that were included.
Oh, the Tim uploads?
Yeah.
I never really kept up with the Tim uploads.
Fair enough.
They really didn't add too much from what I...
They just added the suspense.
Yeah. Anyways, Marble Hornets, that's where I got Slenderman, and that's why I love the mythos so much. It's really, really cool to me. And this got it all wrong.
Yeah.
I'm mostly familiar with it through the video games. I used to be a big Markiplier fan back in the day, and he played Slenderman. From my knowledge, I think, or maybe I'm mixing it up with Five Nights at Freddy's, but he got Slenderman a little bit more popular. Again, I might be mixing this up.
No, I think he did help with Slenderman a bit.
He helped with the popularity for sure.
Yeah, and he helped more with Five Nights, but he definitely helped with Slender.
Yeah, but yeah, I've never heard of Marble Hornets before we watched this. I haven't seen any of them. I'm mostly just going off of the video game knowledge that I have. So Ed can yell at me later.
Yeah, I mean if the game you're talking about is the one I'm thinking of, then
there's several.
Oh, there's several.
The Pages one.
Mm-hmm.
The one with the 8 pages.
The main ones that I watched was Slender, and then there's like multiple levels of Slender, but then there were a couple other games.
Okay.
And since it's technically there is an actual legality to it for a while.
Yeah.
I'll explain. We'll get into that later. I did a lot of research. It was a lot of fun. All right. So I was a little chicken shit, and when Ed and a friend of ours were watching it, I would watch a little bit, get a little creeped out because I was like, how old were you?
Me?
Yeah.
I was like 15, 16?
Yeah, so I was like 14, 13, but like I just had a really hard time with horror films.
And this friend was
younger, but he likes some horror films more than I do, though. You've turned me around on horror films, but back then I couldn't deal with jump scares. I kept having like recurring nightmares every time I had 2 jump scares in a movie. So I would watch a little and then like look away or do something else. But yeah, I got more into it as I got older, though, and like the research and like the stories were fun.
What did I like about this movie? Nothing really, except for the cool library scene.
What about Joey King?
Yeah, the library scene with Joey King with Hallie or Ren.
Ren.
God, Who was the main character? Hallie
It was
or Ren?
supposed.
It was supposed
It
to
was
be for.
supposed to be Hallie. That was her perspective, but really, like the
Yeah, it was
protagonist,
Ren.
it was always Ren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was the active protagonist, Ren. God.
I always love it when Ed just like has to remember
He
some of
just
these movies.
More
Like,
flashbacks. The
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, the first thing that turned me off was like, oh, Ren's pregnant. It's like, okay.
Yeah, that left a sour
What?
taste in my mouth.
And, like, as I'm watching the movie, I'm like, wait, which one of these is supposed to be pregnant? I thought that was going to come in later, but it did not.
it wasn't either of them, right? Or
No,
It was none of them. It was 0 of them, bruh. It was none of them.
I thought you said Rim. That's why I got confused. I'm like, wait,
No.
what? No.
At first, I was thinking, is it Ren? But no.
It's none of them.
Yeah, it's a girl from Hallie's track team, which also never comes into play.
The track, yeah,
Yeah.
I think she tried to run away, but
And the video thing, like, that's not a myth. That's not a Slenderman mythos. That's not how he comes after you. Not at all. There's no bells. There's no tree shit. There's no video. He's electronics. That's like his thing.
Mm-hmm.
When he's nearby, the electronics, your electronics start malfunctioning and like doing all of that. There's no video that like you
Yeah, this isn't the
summon
Ring.
him. He is a physical entity. Like he actually in the mythos exists in reality.
this movie feels like a bootleg version of The Ring.
Yes.
There's
Slenderman does not. I'm sorry, but Slenderman does not like live in an alternate reality or anything like that. He lives in this reality. He is part of this reality.
It feels like this movie tried to emulate a lot of, especially like early 2000s horror in the worst ways. It didn't.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't try and carve out a niche for itself. It was like creepy kid with dark hair and dark circles under their eyes. Ring. Creepy videotape. Ring. There was a couple other things where I'm like, they pulled that from another horror movie that was way better than this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And like, they also like pulled in like the whole. Slenderman does like to hang out in the woods. Like
That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like, he's not a fucking tree person, like at all. He's not in any like, right. You did the research. He's not a tree person in anything.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Or he doesn't turn people into trees.
He doesn't do that either.
It's like he's just like a fucking feral Lorax at this rate.
Yeah, fucking. I speak for the trees.
The trees say "fuck you."
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So the whole like video call thing also like that was okay, I guess, but like it would have been better in like a Scream movie.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
or like
Again,
there's people. This is just Slenderman. Like, what the fuck is going on there? And also, he's like invisible too, because she like opens the door with the video camera, and like she's like looking up, and then when she looks back at the video camera, she sees herself from like
yeah.
across, but there was nothing there.
I thought it was because he was teleporting.
No.
no,
Because he
he's
teleports in the actual thing too, in all the mythos too.
Yes.
And in all the games.
Slendy walking or whatever.
Is that the
called.
actual term? I just read teleporting.
Yes, they call it like slender walking or something like that.
Okay, that's not
as
bad.
a joke. It's like Misty Step though. He does teleport shenanigans. And that was okay, but it should have been that was a Scream movie thing, like 100%.
Mhm.
That would have been perfect for a Scream movie. This movie's so bad. Anyways, I don't really have good list of likes or dislikes because I just dislike the entire thing from the get-go. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just Marvel Hornets this shit. Alright. So I also believe part of the mythos of Slenderman is a little bit like very, very sketch because it has a little bit of like a
little sussy-wussy.
A little sussy-wussy with like it's a little bit of a
I mean,
it didn't seem like a uncomfortable like
Oh, in the
pedo thing.
movie or in the actual
No,
mythos?
In the mythos.
It's not uncomfortable.
Yeah, no,
It's...
I didn't think it was like a pedophile thing. I thought it was a child eating thing, which is way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That was the
yeah.
implication.
No, like
I was thinking that part of the mythos was targeting children because of like not that Slenderman is that, but like just to bring in that kind of like fear from like, oh, he's targeting children. That's kind of weird, and they just vanish. They don't like go away. Like they're not murdered.
I
or
never
anything.
got like a sexual thing from it.
I didn't either, but I think they're just like pulling on that kind of like fear of pedophiles.
In this episode, we psychoanalyze the Slenderman. I don't think it's like that. I generally think it's like it's based off of a bunch of old folklore.
Yeah.
So like, and Stephen King books. So like,
targeting children. Either way, that's if I remember correctly, that's what happened in Marble Hornets. Is that all of them had an interaction or something with Slenderman when they were children that they do not remember, because Slenderman does that too. He fucks with your memory as well.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't know about waiting that long.
Yeah, no,
he
and yes, he does.
Memory. He'll appear in your dreams. There's a couple levels of that game, Slender, where it was a coma sequence. So somebody had been attacked by Slenderman. They were put in a coma, or they were like went into a coma state, and Slenderman was chasing them through their coma.
Oh, wow.
And then they had to pick up their childhood mementos to try and get out.
Yes, that is a thing. Yeah, so how this movie should have started out was all of them as children, just in a playground somewhere with some woods nearby, and then they go run into the woods, and to keep the suspense going on, that they just like black out and are back at the playground, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then as the movie progresses, you find out that they ran into Slenderman at that point, or Slenderman chose them, something like that. And I'm gonna keep it to the 4 same girl characters, and sure, they can have the video, whatever, but the thing is that, let's say there's like 6 or 5 girls there, right? And one of them was not part of the group of friends when they were children, and they all watched the video. The video does nothing, first of all. So it does nothing to the fifth friend that was there. It starts happening to everyone else, and it's just coincidence, because when Slenderman, like when you have an interaction with him as a child, he waits until you're a little bit older, young adult kind of thing, to actually like collect his due or whatever the fuck he is. It's just not.
He waits for you to get a little bit of meat, and then he turns you into a nice stew.
I was thinking Hunter, yeah.
He does not. From what I remember, there is no like eating or anything. You just vanish.
That we know of.
Yeah, you just disappear is the thing. You just disappear. So with the 4 friends, I would keep kind of the same thing where Chloe just vanishes. Gone. Katie just vanishes. Gone. No trace. Nothing. Same kind of thing. I would make Hallie the actual protagonist, where she actually cares about what's happening to them. And the 5th girl's like, y'all going crazy. This is just a coincidence, blah, blah, blah.
Or you could get rid of the 5th girl. Hallie never saw Slenderman as a kid. And Ren's your protagonist.
No, because
we'll continue on and we can.
Yeah, it's weird because what I wanted Ren to take the place of, I don't want to spoil Marble Hornets for you, to take the place of the masked person.
I know who it is.
You know who the masked person is?
I couldn't finish all of it, so I read through the Wikipedia article. So, yeah, I know.
To not spoil Marble Hornets for everybody, I want Ren to take the place of the masked assailant. I want Ren to take the place of in the show. That's why I did that. Because she's the one that really gets really into it and researching. And then maybe when she has that scene in the library, she doesn't like wake up from the psychosis, or she's like doesn't do like, oh sorry. She just like enters this like calm state. And then she just like picks out a random mask from somewhere, from some Halloween store. And then she starts, as far as I know in Marble Hornets, this person is working for Slenderman, or working as a kind of like
conduit.
Alley Cat.
conduit.
Yeah, this version, the Alley Cat was supposed to be a reference to that, I guess.
Alley-Cat?
Alley Cat in the
Alley-Cat, yeah. Ren basically
Yeah.
becomes this conduit of Slenderman, where she puts on the mask and attacks Hallie and the other person, and maybe even Lizzie. But Lizzie, again, is innocent of anything. To, complete the do that Slenderman wants, or anything like that. And that would be really cool in that aspect. And I believe that I just love how Marvel Hornets ends. And I think they should do that kind of same thing with that ending, which I'm sorry it's spoilers, but in the ending for this movie, basically
cut to like 3 minutes.
Oh,
if you're listening, listeners, cut to a few minutes.
If
you don't want to get spoiled on Marvel
Hornets, yeah. But I'll just explain what I would do for the movie, which it won't be exactly the same. But anyways, like as like Ren finally like traps Hallie in some like abandoned building or something like that, or a red tower kind of thing. It just like she stops there and just makes sure she doesn't leave the building. And then I want maybe cut it to Hallie recording herself on her smartphone and just talking about like trying to get this out. And then she just hears things, runs into a room, and is just pointing at the door. And the door just slowly opens, revealing Slenderman, who has to duck a decent way under the doorway to get in. And as he walks more and more in, the camera becomes more and more distorted and static, and you hear distorted Hallie screams and all of that as this is happening. And when Slenderman fully comes into view, it just cuts, and the remainder of the recording is just the phone on the floor, just looking straight up at the ceiling, and just keep it there for like 15 seconds, and that's how the movie ends. That's what I would do.
That's good. Yeah. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And also all the scenes of Slenderman, yes, I like where Hallie looked out and you saw Slenderman just standing there doing nothing.
Yeah.
Good. That's what he does a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He's always watching. He's always there. And another thing that Marvel Hornets does beautifully that they should also do, just throughout the movie, just like when they're talking, just out the window, he's just there.
And you have to really focus to find
you
him.
have to like there's no music, nothing. The characters don't notice it at all. It just looks
Entire
like a normal
scenes.
scene. Yeah, normal scene, but he's just in the background over there, pretty well hidden, just standing there. Also, chill out with the tentacles. Yes, he does have those, but it's not like a big thing, really.
He doesn't use them as much.
No, he walks also. He walks with his feet, not the tentacles.
Bonus points if he's in every scene, and it's like, I had to do it to him, guy. He's just like always in the scene. You just have to find him.
Not always, just like every other scene.
My fix, he needs to be in every scene.
I was thinking every scene, to be honest. Like,
no, just
it's like a demented game of Where's Waldo, dude. Just
yeah, I guess you can have a cut in the Blu-ray where Slenderman is in every scene. Yeah. He's just superimposed in every scene.
T-posing
with the tentacles to annoy Ed.
Yeah. And I want also for it to not be super obvious that Ren is the masked person. Really, I don't know if that could be.
That's why you want another person, just to see.
Yeah, I don't want it to be super obvious. So the first girl, I forget her name. Katie disappears. Chloe, the black girl, she also disappears. She doesn't go crazy or anything like that. Ren is the one that goes crazy.
So then there's 3 girls left.
There's 3 girls left. One doesn't believe it.
Or she might, and maybe give suspicions that she might not believe it. So that way we don't.
Or maybe she's the suspicious one that.
So we don't know
the masked person. Yeah.
That way all 3 of them have a good reason to be the masked person.
Yeah.
And you can keep it suspenseful.
Yeah. That's good. Just have that kind of like conflict of like, I was attacked by this person. It's like, me too. They all say the same things. Like, what? Yeah. But she had your hair. No, she had your hair.
Yeah, or maybe no hair, a mask.
Yeah.
No hair, hood, mask,
Hood.
and gloves.
Or
Yeah.
matching track hoodie. They're all in track.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit.
That's good. They're all in the track hoodie with the mask. They could also do the second masked person in Marvel Hornets, where he has a hood, but he like sewed onto a hood like a thing that covers his face, and it has like red eyes and a frown on it. It's so
I didn't
cool.
get that far. I got like
it's way later.
I got
It's-
like a third of the way in, including the side stuff, because I found a chronological order playlist,
Mhm.
and then I had to stop because I was like,
Yeah.
I watched it a lot in one go, and I'm like, I'm getting good.
Wait, so did you see the scene where he like walks under the frame?
At the one
Under
guy's
the door
house
frame, yeah, at Alex's house.
at night,
Yeah.
yeah, and you don't, yeah, that one was
That
good.
dude, it was that scene is so creepy because he has to like duck under.
I'll
the
be
door
honest,
frame.
I'll be honest, like I couldn't take it seriously fully just because like it's so cheap. It shows its age in like the most fun, beautiful way, but like I'm like, this is good.
Yeah, but
like,
back in 2009, 2010.
Yeah,
shit.
no, this was gold. No, I know it
Yeah.
is. It's just like something that like I'm older now. I'm like I've been so spoiled by like oh god, they're gonna do a Backdoors movie. You
They
know,
are?
no,
just think about it.
Think about it.
Of course they are.
They're gonna do a Backdoors
from
movie.
now.
I hope they get Kane Pixels in it. The kid better have a role. If you guys don't know, Backdoors, Kane Pixels.
Kane Pixels, Backdoors videos.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
No, they're amazing. I've watched like all of them.
This guy makes better horror movies than most horror movies right now.
And he's like 18, 17?
He's like 17, 16, yeah.
Yeah, kid's gonna go places.
Kid's a genius.
He made some really good Attack on Titan stuff too.
I saw that too, yeah.
Yeah, they're really good. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, but yeah. I would, that's that kind of suspense kind of thing, and that 100%. Where you don't get any answers because
you're not
Slenderman doesn't give you answers.
No. It's just pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it just me? Maybe it was just me. Did you guys feel like Slenderman was tall enough to be Slenderman?
Nope.
Yeah.
Not tall enough.
Not tall enough
they
to be
had an actual
Slender.
actor to do
I
it.
know.
I get that, but like
Also, I didn't think he was an actor. He looked CGI the entire time. From when I
Not in the library scene. They had some.
Okay, the library scene might have been the one scene.
Yeah, but I think also that I found out that a lot of Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds isn't in a suit.
He's CGI. Yeah, it's a mocap.
It's a mocap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how else are they gonna get the? He has an actual suit too.
I know. But like I thought like his mouth, his like jaw moving was actually him talking, and the eyes things was the only thing that they like CGI'd on. But it's his entire face.
You can't get it clear enough without the mocap suit.
Mm.
I think it's just the face is mocap and the rest of the suit for the most part.
Yeah,
the action scenes are
Yeah.
We're not gonna
his entire head is CG.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into this now.
Anyways, yeah, I think that's what they did there. Just his head was CG to
Yeah.
I mean, he did a good job in the library scene.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. What was I saying? Yeah, not tall enough, but the thing is, you can do camera tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Marvel Hornets did it, for God's sake.
The Lord of the Rings did it with Gandalf and the Hobbits.
I know.
Yeah.
But Marvel Hornets did it without a budget. Where
those guys had like $10 in a dream, okay?
Yes,
they made it work.
I know. They didn't have a budget, and there's scenes where there's people and Slenderman in the same shot, and he's gigantic.
This was before Kickstarter too, so they did all that on their own.
No, this is a project they did after they finished college.
Yeah.
Literally.
Didn't they start doing it like within a month of Slenderman being revealed?
I think they still were actually
film students.
Yeah,
I'm sure they were.
That
when they were filming that. Yeah, and that is what I would do. I would just Marvel Hornets this thing. I would also splice in. It might be bad. I would try to splice in camera shit for the distortion and shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
That sounds like actually, that's really good. I love when as much as I hate watching horror movies, I like watching you fix them because you know your shit. Although I hate fucking watching them. I like some horror movies. I just can't stand jump scares.
It follows.
He just said he hates jump scares. Someone has jump scares.
2.
Oh, only 2? I can handle 2. Okay.
One isn't really a jump scare, and the other one's a fake out.
Okay, I can watch that.
Yeah.
I can watch that.
I don't want to watch that one.
Fair enough. You don't want to see the STD, the sexually transmitted demon?
Yeah.
All right. So
Okay.
All right,
you.
You.
Likes Joey King, and I liked not the video itself, but the four of them being like, "We're gonna watch the video and summon Slenderman." I liked that. Like,
They're being kids.
yeah, because that was the Slenderman mythology. I heard about it later than Ed. I think I was, like I said, I watched Markiplier, so it was like, for me, a couple years later, it was like 2013, 2014. That's when I associate, like, the Slenderman era, because that's when it was becoming, like, not quite mainstream, but kid mainstream, if that makes sense. So I liked that because it felt like it pulled, at least to me, it seemed like it kind of, in that moment, understood its source material. Not really, because the Three Bells thing, I'd never heard the Three Bells thing.
That
They
was
pulled
made
it out
up.
of their ass. Yeah. Dislikes. I don't know what this movie's budget was spent on, but I can tell you it wasn't goddamn light bulbs. I couldn't see anything in the entire movie.
I checked Reddit to make sure, and someone was like, "Yeah, I couldn't see anything in the movie." I'm like, "Oh, it's not just me having." I thought my color balance was off.
Yeah, we were like, our TV broke when we were watching Morbius, so do we have to get a new TV? But no, the movie is just, it always picks the darkest possible spot. Like, the characters can be in full daylight. The cameraman specifically sought out the angles that would provide the darkest face. And it drove me crazy throughout the entire thing, because especially, like, in the ending fight, when, well, I call it fight, the ending, like, chase scene, Hallie is running through the woods at pitch black night with Slenderman in a black suit and black tentacles and black fog all around him at night, no light whatsoever, and Hallie's, like, in darker clothing, she has dark hair, pale skin, so you know where her head is at all times, with Slenderman, same with Slenderman, but you don't know anything else that's going on.
What did she trip on? I don't fucking know.
It was a new moon, too.
Yeah.
It was so dark. And yeah, there was so much. It's like, it felt like it pulled from all these good horror movies, but not like
the lessons from it.
Not the lessons or like the good parts from it.
Yeah.
It was like all the cliche shit. It felt like it was trying to be The Ring, it was trying to be It was trying to be Scream.
But without understanding what makes them good.
Yeah.
Or yeah, it wasn't even trying to be like homage hits. It was trying to be like, this one made a lot of money, why not? This one's popular, why not? Throw that one in there. What else? Oh, the pregnancy thing was really squicky and didn't belong with the plot. They should not have included it. I know you said that it was from the R version.
That's my guess. I think that'll make
I don't even think it should have been included in the R version. I think that was very inappropriate, and it gave me it made me really worried for the actresses.
Because of like whoever wrote or directed.
Yeah,
I get it.
It made me feel like the people behind the movie were kind of predatory. I don't know.
Also, sorry for butting in, but like an R version or R-rated Slenderman would just be rated R because the people say the F word.
Yeah.
Because Slenderman doesn't do R-rated stuff to you.
No, but what if he got the girls to do R-rated stuff to each other? And I want to specify
like
before I get... Yeah, that's what I meant.
You should have specified.
Yeah,
he doesn't make his conduits do that either.
Well, I need to fucking fix my fix then.
I mean, this is just from my...
The conduits what?
The conduits don't kill the other people.
I thought they did.
They just try to grab them and take them. They just try to kidnap them. Or
yeah, it's all in service of Slenderman.
Fair enough. Yeah. I need to...
Because Tim never, like, violently attacks them in a sense of trying to kill them.
No, that's fair. I need to redo my fix then.
Don't worry, I'll try and install so you can fix.
No, I'm not gonna even bother. Keep going.
Ed kind of just said it. It felt cheesy in a not great way. It felt like the rest of the movie, excluding the one scene, it didn't understand Slenderman, and it didn't understand the audience who enjoyed Slenderman. Because this movie should have come out at least 4 years earlier in 2014 when he was like more in his heyday, in his height. It would have been a lot more popular.
Would have been before the stabbing.
It would have been before the stabbing. You could have a reasonable PG-13 movie. At this point, 2018, the kids who grew up with Slenderman, they're old enough to watch horror movies, I think.
I don't blame the PG-13 at 2018 not working. If the stabbing hadn't happened, I think Slenderman will still be really popular among kids. Because I remember a few... My brother, when he was very young, and one of his friends, they played Little Big Planet. There was like a bunch of Slenderman levels, and they loved those. So like, no, Slenderman's still a thing. I think it's more like if the stabbing hadn't happened, the popularity will continue.
Saying like it should have been 4 years.
Oh, sooner. for sure. But yeah.
No, but Hollywood execs aren't really known for keeping up to date with things.
Yeah. No, how much more I can say about what I dislike about this movie? I think I've made it pretty clear. So here's how I want to fix it. Ed, you're probably not going to like this.
Yeah.
Hear me out.
I know.
Okay. So, are either of you, not including Hector because I already told you, are either of you familiar with Balkany's vampire myths? I swear this has...
Balkany?
The Balkans?
The Balkans?
The Balkan. Oh. Yeah. I know a lot about vampire myths, but I don't know what the Balkans vampire myth
Have you ever heard of vampire pumpkins?
No.
So in the Balkans, like the Romani people, they believed that a vampire, to escape the sunlight, would transform into a pumpkin or watermelon to hide from their crimes and hide from the sun. So if there was blood on a pumpkin, which like it would be like red splashes, and like an animal died, they'd beat the shit out of the pumpkin to kill the vampire. My point is, people create myths, things to be scared of, but then they also create the things to make themselves feel safe.
Like the weakness.
Yes. So there's the vampire, the blood-sucking creature, but the vampires, they can't be in the sunlight. They cannot interact with the crucifixes. They turn into pumpkins. In Chinese mythology, if you encounter a vampire, you're supposed to scatter rice on the ground because a vampire cannot resist the urge to count things.
I think that's how they got Sesame Streets to count.
Yes! That's the inspiration.
Don't forget garlic, and they can only enter your house if they're invited in.
Exactly.
AKA the anti-Italian method.
But yeah, that was my inspiration for my fixes. They're all high schoolers. In one of their classes, either history or English, that would make sense to me. One of their projects is you have to create a myth, right? Yeah.
Okay.
The 4 girls weren't the ones to make Slenderman. Ed's gritting his teeth already. This is going to end well. They're not one of the ones who make Slenderman, but another student is. At some point, they're in the woods. Oh, he's mad. The 4 of them are in the woods, and they're just talking about some of these like myth projects that they've heard about. And one of them says like, oh, well, Tom's project, he ripped it off the internet. He found a thing on Slenderman, and now he's making a Slenderman. And one of the girls is like, what the fuck's Slenderman? And they start like describing it. And it's only like vague things. Oh, he's a creepy, really tall dude. He's out in the woods. I don't know, whatever. And there he is off in the distance. The girls freak out. They come back. Basically, throughout the plot of this movie, it's Slenderman is not a fully formed myth yet. They go back. They find Tom, and they're like, what the fuck? Did you find this thing in the woods? And he's like, no, I'm literally just plagiarizing it. Yeah, he just flat out says
I feel like the good horror movies have at least one humorous scene.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm literally just copying what I see on the internet.
Do I look like I want to fail Mr. Peters' class? This is so easy. And so all of them, they start like encountering Slenderman, and they notice like everything that's mentioned in the forums is what starts happening to them. So they're trying to figure out, like, at this point, again, it's very early in the Slender mythology, so it's like, how do we stop Slenderman? And like, there'll be a thing that's like, he kidnaps kids in the woods, and someone's like, is he a pedo? And like, no, he eats them. And then no one knows what he does with the kids. And like, all these conflicting information, all of this is culminating in a Slenderman who is unreliable, but the girls are trying to misinform the forum so much and gain like enough traction to be able to free themselves from Slenderman. So they're the ones who try and create the, if you collect the 8 pages.
Oh, so
you
the
can be
forum
free.
creates the Slenderman.
Yes, it's the fact that everyone comes together.
That's
to believe
really
in it.
good. And that actually does play along with some of the research I did. Can I? Okay.
Yeah.
So there was a thing about folklore versus fake lore. I don't know if I put that one in the notes, but I can probably find it again. But basically, if I remember correctly, folklore was created, like you said, as a way to just like have lessons or just something else around them as a time. Like the popular one I saw is the chupacabra, because a lot of Puerto Ricans believe in it. Not a lot, but a good amount. And a good amount of people believe in it. And one of the first thoughts, the reasons for believing in this is like a few Puerto Ricans are not really fans of the U.S. because of all the stuff that the way they've treated some of us in the past, and some of them think like, oh, the chupacabra was released by the U.S. because there's like some weird. They have like labs and stuff in the forests and stuff. They're like, oh, it's like chupacabra, even though like there's been tests and it's just like, oh, it's just dogs potentially with like a lot of lice and other stuff. That's why they look naked too.
Yeah, with skin conditions.
And like I get anyway, so point being is like it could be like a thing of like people talk it out, figure it out, and then it comes to life, and there's not much for weekends. I was going somewhere with this. But like folklore is over generations. Fake lore is kind of more quicker and more like disconnected. It's not as communal. But like I'm not sure if even Slenderman counts as fake lore in my opinion, because like it was
a culture thing.
It started off by one dude his name was. I'm gonna wait for my end point, but
okay.
But like I think it's grown beyond that. I think even he admits it's grown beyond him.
Yeah. Oh, and I will mention for just one last tidbit. Tom, once he finds out that the girls are interacting with Slenderman lore, he gets really pissed. One, again, he's plagiarizing. He doesn't want his teacher to find out. Two, I don't know. I think he's just getting pissy that somebody else is like in his space. So he also tries to misinformation. So every time they post something, he'll be like, "No, I'm right." He affects your memories, and they're like, "Fuck, asshole." Because he's not interacting, it's fake to him.
Does it go back to bite him in the ass?
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know. I think that'd be more fun. It's just like,
Yeah. For me, it's like the focus is mainly on these 4. I don't know how much Slenderman would interact with like other people around town, but I know he's definitely like after these 4 for some reason.
Just bored.
Yeah.
I see Slenderman as just randomly picking. I think it has to do with I got so influenced by like the fucking research I did on.
That's why I only watch the Markiplier videos. There's not like a set lore thing.
Oh no,
I
was trying to be as like popular lore accurate as possible.
For my understanding, Slenderman, like part of the reason of what made Slenderman so terrifying is that you don't know.
I think that's my problem. Is I think I read too much,
and now
because I like being accurate. I like being fun about it. But I got too lost in the sauce here.
Yeah.
And if it was like a friend, like I'm gonna give him a shout out because she helped me out. If I was like with an episode with Abby and Lunatics Radio Hour, I'm sure I'd do fine. And that, but here I fucked up. Sorry, not trying to like take over you, Ruthie, but just like
that's one of the things that Marble Hornets did the most is like the fear of the unknown, the fear of not knowing, and that's why like a lot of what I know is that there's no rhyme or reason why he shows you. He just does, and there's no way to know what he does to you once he gets you. You just vanish, never to be seen again. And that's the terrifying part.
See, in the video games, it always seems like he targets you because you're fucking with his shit. He's like, that's my diary, asshole.
Oh, you want to know? Cool thing, actually, something that I actually also want to add in my fix.
Yes.
The notes. The notes is a thing for Marble Hornets also. That is 100% a thing for Marble Hornets. And the only thing that they don't do in the games and stuff is that they don't put the operator symbol. Because Slenderman also goes by the operator. He's also an operator, and that's the thing that they should have it that eventually maybe they do find out, or just they find notes on all three girls' my three survivor.
They were already doing a little bit of it with Rem.
Yeah, with Ren.
Ren?
She was like doing stuff and writing stuff. But yeah, there's like the two like drawings that really invoke Slenderman with me is the operator symbol, which is just a circle with an X straight through it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like circle X. And I think you've probably seen that symbol watching Marble Hornets.
Yeah.
The operator symbol.
Yes.
And it's supposed to be like multiple circles and
like,
very thick and very just fast. Like, hastily. Obsessive and like those kind of things. And the one that is popular is in the video games, and I think they had it in the movie too, where it's a head or a circle with two X's over the eyes.
Yes.
Always watching no eyes kind of thing.
I think I saw both of those symbols in the Slender game.
So they had the operator symbol?
I think I saw the operator symbol more than I did the head with the two eyes. But this was, or the two X's. But this was one of the earlier games.
Yeah.
Is there, so...
Yeah, I'm done.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah.
I was waiting for more. Like, not in a bad way, like, I was just really into it. And I was like, well, I want more.
Yeah, no, unfortunately I didn't write notes, so honestly, I couldn't think of, like, specific
thinking
things.
About it now, I might be wrong that he might actually, like, live in a different dimension, because if he's the operator, like, operators in the phone times, they're like the
I thought it was just the operator because he fucks with electronics.
I know, I got the operator like he's a phone, like...
He's a middleman. He's the middleman between point A and point B.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Maybe. I don't know. I just, the notes and that symbol.
Conduit.
Conduits.
Yeah, I think that might also be a phone thing.
All right, I hate that you guys, no notes, knock it out of the park. I take notes. It's a fucking convoluted mess.
Okay, to be fair though, as soon as I watched the movie, I was like, I know what I want to do.
I didn't know what I want to do. What, Ed?
I watched this movie, like, usually I watch the movie like a couple days before. I watched this movie last week. I watched it the day after recording, like, our previous episode.
Oh.
Yeah.
So watched it 2 weeks ago, damn.
Oh, yeah, I did watch it 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, so you had it, like, rummaging in there.
Yeah, so I had a lot of time, but the thing is, like, I couldn't really think of anything until I'm just like, you know what? I'm just Marble Hornets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the one thing I was, like, flip-flopping on, I was thinking, like, oh, I want to put them in a camp, and I'm like, how would I put a school assignment in a camp?
No, but I actually like your school assignment thing.
The forum's kind genius.
Of like creating.
It's like the fun kind of meta, not like...
There's like this one thing, like...
Because that's what I associate with Slenderman, was like people going on forums and like discussing lore and shit.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's how he was created, on a forum.
Nope.
Enlighten me.
Okay, so let me get through my likes and dislikes. I like the tease. So my likes. The kids did some really good acting, honestly. Like, I know this is all the time, but, like, I don't know. Kid actors, it's hard. And they, also, horror movies, hard. You gotta sell it, you're scared.
Were kids.
I thought they were, like, 17.
Joey King was 18, at least.
Like,
Lizzie might have been the only one who was...
So, I mean, they're young. They're doing really good for being young.
Yeah.
I like the Slenderman design. I'm not gonna lie. They could have changed it. They could have modernized. They could have tried something different, but they kept it simple. And I'll give them props for that, honestly. Because, like, we've seen what happens with fucking the first take of Sonic. You can fuck shit up so bad. So, like, I don't know. I'm glad they did this well. There was one good jump scare that got me when it was the kissing scene, and then he goes like, ah, and like, yeah. Problem is, they ruined it by extending it and keeping it for so long that I'm like, it's just a shitty JPEG. Jesus Christ. Dislikes. I can't fucking see this movie. I paid $3 for an over glorified audiobook. Like, basically.
Nice.
So the research I found. So I'll start with a silly one. I started with Slenderman. I found a hentai game on Steam that I thought was like, oh, it's gonna be some weird thing like, oh, does Slenderman takes you, then he fucks you? No, it's just the notes are hentai, and that was kind of
coward.
Coward.
Wait, Slenderman has tentacles and they don't take advantage of
them? Exactly.
No, it's just the drawings. I'm sure the drawings might have something, but I couldn't tell because it looked like a normal ass Slender game. So, the original owner of Slenderman,
creator,
Owner.
What the fuck?
I'll explain a bit. His name.
Collar.
Stop.
Sorry.
No, it's good. I'm just like, God.
It's like a BDSM now.
Especially after we talk about the hentai game.
So the original.
Show me Slendy.
What them tentacles do. Eric Knudsen. Knudsen. Again, I want to thank Abby from Lunatics Radio Hour. I asked her for like, hey, you look up stuff about myths. How do I do this for Slenderman? And she just gave me some tips. I appreciate it, Abby. Shout out to you. So he made it for a Something Awful contest on June 10th, 2009, which was like, what's the... I think the contest, if I remember off the top of my head, was like, what's the weirdest thing you can make that will still scare kids? And he had a DeviantArt, which I saw a bit of. You've seen the pictures. He made on DeviantArt and he linked it to it.
Oh, the like black and white photos?
Yeah, that was him. So I'm gonna go. Give me a second.
I knew it was in the Something Awful forums.
So here's
I didn't know he like.
So here's the weird thing I found. Who owns Slenderman?
The internet.
No, who legally owns Slenderman?
Someone legally owns trademark Slenderman.
So he's not public domain.
That's dumb.
Well,
that's probably why they call him the operator in Marble Hornets then.
Sort of, yes. But here's the thing. Several for-profit ventures have acknowledged Knudsen as a creator. Others were civilly blocked from distribution, like there was a Kickstarter-funded film after legal complaints. Knudsen, though, has given personal blessing to a number of Slenderman-related projects. It's just that he's the character's creator. At the time, a third party who no one else knew was the one who legally owned it for film and television. It was kept secret. Yeah.
It was Slenderman himself.
It's more, and the funny thing is, he's on record for saying like, oh, the copyright, it's not for money, it's just artistic integrity. I just don't want something like be kind of stupid.
I don't want some shitty Slenderman hentai game where they only make it's only the
That's
drawings.
art.
That's
No,
art.
Oh,
no,
because
just the drawings are hentai. No, it needs to be like full on tentacle shit.
Here's the funny thing though. May 2016, the media rights to Slenderman were sold to a production company, Mythology Entertainment. The company split up in 2019, though, so no one knows who owns Slenderman now, according to Wikipedia.
I will do it. I will claim the legal rights to Slenderman.
I think that's better that nobody owns it.
No, someone still owns it. That's not how it works.
Oh,
someone has to own it.
It's me.
My personal my first guess is Ruthie.
And you'd be right.
I'd be right. My fake guess is maybe Knudsen was reversed to Knudsen and Knudsen gave it to someone else, or he has it now by himself. That's my personal guess. That was as much as the research I could find. All right, on that regard, there was a bit more research though.
But I think I like my idea since the company dissolved. They just lost the rights to it, and now it's basically public domain again because that's how Slenderman started.
I mean, maybe
public domain on the internet.
It wasn't public domain. Knudsen was the only owner.
I know.
You want it to be public. It would work better as public domain.
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if he might make it public domain, but like I don't know how
artistic integrity.
I don't know much about copyright. I think it's better if he personally, for now, while it's still starting, it would be better if. And it's usually not my status quo. If anyone who knows me personally, I think for now it's better if he is the owner who decides. Because he seems like he has a good head on his shoulders about it.
Yeah, he's not an asshole about it. Like the guy who made the Portlandia statue. Sorry.
The Portlandia
statue?
Yeah, he's a huge fucking asshole about using the Portlandia statue.
Oh, it's not Anish Kapoor, is it?
No.
I don't know. It's the dude who made the Portlandia statue, the girl with the trident.
I don't know that statue.
I don't know the statue, actually.
I will trade statue stories with you after the
episode.
He's
a fucking asshole about it.
Statue episode after the episode. So, I did some more research. I'm like, what was... So, Knudsen was really... the inspiration was Lovecraft, Stephen King, especially The Mist, an artist named William S. Burroughs, who his art kind of looks like some of the art that was in the notes. Silent Hill, and I think Resident Evil.
That tracks.
Silent Hill, I think, is more. And have you guys heard the story of the Mad Gaster of Matone? Mattone. I'm probably saying it wrong.
No.
So in this town of Matone, there was a point where there was some gas that was coming around, and it was leaving people paralyzed, falling to the ground, coughing fits, passing out. No long-term health issues. No one knows who did it. Some argue it was mass hysteria that hit everyone.
Oh, that sounds like the dancing plague.
Oh shit! I know about that. Yeah.
But I guess he didn't know about it. But yeah, the mad. Also, Mothman. Mothman. Man me a moth. Do 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 do. Yeah. So, some people have also said, and I try to figure this out, put this in, because you guys, I've talked about this with you, and you've before. I took a film class where it's every generation's horror, whatever's their big horror thing, is something that's plaguing the generation right now. So why was Slenderman so popular? The internet, right? The internet. It was the internet's first myth. I'm sounding pretentious. I'm not trying to. So what was it scary? So the article was saying, I can't remember which one it was. I forgot to put that one in the notes, but it was like, what makes it scary? Is it like the fact that there's no privacy? So like this thing from the internet's always can potentially see you.
Always watching.
Always watching. No eyes. Right? So I couldn't do anything with that. All that to say. I had a hard time with this one. I think I got too lost in the sauce, like I said.
Just turn off your brain. Just monkey brain.
If I monkey brain, I'm gonna create something worse than this movie. I don't want to do that. So it was a BBC article about Slenderman, and the other one I used for the inspiration was TechCrunch.com. They had the story of Slenderman, the internet's own monster. It did hit me this morning while I was driving, though. Like, why this movie could have worked. It wasn't psychological enough, which you all talked about.
Yeah.
It wasn't psychological horror enough.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just to avoid controversy from the community, considering the stabbing. It was because girls had psychological issues. One of them got tried as an adult, by the way.
I thought they both did.
They both did, yes. I told you this.
So, like...
So, my fix... I'm looking through this now. I'm like, I hate this. Because I'm like, God, I had some good ideas, but I couldn't get them together. Well, they see the girls just goofing around, see videos on the internet, just kids do.
Mm-hmm.
And the website, see Slenderman, ooh, and then the website seems to lead them to a forest that seems to be near the house, right?
Wait, so like the website gives directions? What do you mean the website?
Like, it's just like...
Or like, are there pictures and like, hey, that looks like...
Yeah. And like, geocaching?
Oh, yeah.
Like geocaching. Because that was the thing that was kind of popular around that time. Maybe I'm playing more to that era. I think it should be a period piece that's like clearly 2010s. And geocaching was big enough. So
everyone, at one point, there's a Harlem Shake. Just to remind everybody.
Jesus, I forgot that was a thing.
I forgot that was a thing.
Bring on the chaos.
So...
Sorry, I made everybody cringe. We're gonna have to take a cringe break.
Back to normal. So, they explore the forest. Again, just have Slenderman, from far away early, but you can get closer and closer, more and more able to see as the girls explore.
Are you gonna keep him in every scene?
I think from that point on, yes. As soon as they step in the forest. Also, I was kind of hinting at, like, maybe as they're leaving, they leave the computer on, and it starts to flicker. So it's like, oh, it's Slenderman who's manipulating the computer, right? Not in, like, a weird way, but, like, in the flickering, not the stupid way.
Keeping with the mythology.
Keeping with the mythology.
Mythology appropriate. Because
the way I kind of see Slenderman is he's a bit of a not mischief, but, like, something akin to mischief. Like,
are you saying Slenderman's just a giant troll?
No.
Sort of. He gets Lovecraft, right? He drives people insane by his presence, but he's just also like...
Oh, more like the King in Yellow.
The King in Yellow gets just kind of bored. He's just like, he doesn't do this all the time, but once in a while he'll actually, like, why not They seem like they'd be fun. Again, we don't know for sure. I want to leave mysterious. That's the way I want the Slenderman to be portrayed as.
That's the vibe.
Yeah. So girls think they see him, and then they run away, and they're like, it was Slenderman. It wasn't. And then like, oh, actual Slenderman.
Oh, like they see the spooky Slender tree, and they're like,
because they think it is, and then they all run to Slenderman, who's just right behind. Like,
he's like, what the fuck are you scared about?
Yeah, well, no, but it's just
cool
like,
tree.
and then maybe you even get the noise like that from the games. Mm-hmm. Just add that in there if you can. The noise isn't copyrighted.
Static.
Maybe think of a different noise. So the girls start hearing little things that aren't there, like the day after, and that's kind of how it starts. They all seem off. They don't want to admit it. And it just keeps building. They all keep being more nervous. They're not talking as much. One of them isn't sleeping. And then finally, one of them just has a mental breakdown, runs away to the woods. We don't see her again. I can't remember her name.
Katie?
Katie, thank you. I don't remember any of their names. It was too short of a film, and they weren't memorable.
It was slow fast.
It was slow fast.
It was an hour and a half.
It felt longer than an hour and a half.
And it also felt shorter than an hour and a half in some ways, in the worst ways.
Like the first, especially like 30 minutes, they condensed all of the like pre-horror amble, which you kind of need to like build some tension, but they were like, here's a Slenderman. Slender. Okay, plot.
So.
What? Excuse me? Sorry.
No, it's fine. They try to find her. They give up. But the second time they're in the forest, now they're seeing visual hallucinations. And they can't tell. The whole time you're not going to be able to tell what's real or fake, right? Keep the library stuff near the middle, like the second half. Because we're from the first half. But like, it's building up to that kind of like crazy, insane, like everything is, like, build the insanity up, like you guys were saying. I'd like to keep the little sister being manipulated, but when Rem does it, she gets, like, at this point, Slender's aware, like, no, that's not, like, because there's that newer mythology of, like, I don't know, I feel like if you're making a Slenderman, you want to get both, so you can kind of hint that it might just be him being, like, she wasn't a part of this, and then he makes Rem go lose it. The way.
I have a quota. This is too much child for me today.
Yeah. So she has the worst hallucinations. Like, it's hell. Like, so at the end, it's just the girl, like, she's trying to save, what's her name? Jessica, the older sister? Hallie. Hallie's trying to save her sister and maybe find her in the forest, because I don't think Slender would do that, if she's an innocent. Like, she wasn't involved and she's being...
If anything, the coma might be for her protection.
Maybe, but he also is like, I'll fuck with her a little. I don't know. Again, just kind of like, we don't know. Like, why is he giving her the coma either way?
Yeah.
Like, I'm giving my answer, but I want to leave it ambiguous. So finally, the two girls are kind of like, one of them's chasing the other one, telling them to stop. The other one's leading her on. Rem's leading her on to the forest, thinking, oh, this will be my break. I bring Slender. I bring her to Slenderman. I'm free. One of them stumbles, sees Jessica on the ground, dead.
Hallie? Lizzie.
Ren sees the first girl, Hallie, dead. And again, is it real? We don't know, because no one else sees her after that. After she stands up, it's gone. The body's gone. And maybe she trips and like tumbles on, just snaps her neck on the way down a hill or something. I don't know. That's her end. Then the original sister's like...
the little sister or the big sister?
The big sister.
Hallie.
It's like, okay, at least it's over. Hopefully it's over. And as she starts to walk away, you kind of see Slenderman following her. And then right as he's about to catch up to her, movie ends.
Spooky.
Kind of similar to your thing, but leave it vague.
See, I thought you were going to end it with, like, his hand on her shoulder.
Oh, that'd be creepier. Yeah. And, like, again, he's been chasing him around. Like, maybe while they're chasing each other, the two girls, like, Slender is popping up just to create some, just walking up, kind of pushing him away towards one. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Again, I couldn't. Funny enough, I wrote the notes, and I'm like, I can't.
No, I vibe with it. I'd watch it.
I vibe with both of yours. Much harder. What do you rate this movie, Ed? Yeah, we know his answer.
F plus.
F plus. That's a minus. What's the plus for?
Acting.
Okay.
Joey King specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ruthie?
Like a D minus or a F plus.
F plus. I think it's the first time we've all gotten the same grade.
Yeah.
Happened
Yeah.
only took 2 years.
I think we've had we've been close before.
We've been close, but never exactly F plus or whatever.
I think we've had at least one. We've had 50,
Usually,
50 episodes.
Usually what happens is either I grade it high, you two grade it low, or vice versa. I grade it low, and you guys are rated high.
And even if it's like a letter, half a letter, we're
Yeah.
still off. But this is the first time we were all like F plus.
F plus. It's just so bad, and the mythology's all over the place.
I didn't help.
I don't know. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's not like it's outright bad. It's not like The Room. It's just so mediocre.
Now hold on. The Room is a masterpiece.
The Room's a masterpiece.
Okay, fine. Let me think of another bad one. It's not like Blow Up, where it's
Trolls
really
2.
bad. What?
Trolls 2.
Isn't Trolls 2 also fun to watch?
It's really bad. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
fun to watch,
if it's fun to watch, so I feel like that gains
Yeah.
points. Like, The Room's entertaining. It doesn't fail as a
I
movie.
guess.
No, that's why I say Blow Up.
Blow
Blow
Up.
Up's bad, and it's horrible to watch. It's not that.
I feel like half of like the
This is
Criterion subreddit will lynch you for that. I'm joking.
People like Blow Up, I thought.
You know, people like Blow Up. I haven't seen it, but
I don't know why.
I think it's just like it's like some kind of weird parody or something. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie.
See, the thing is, the director who wrote Blow Up, he's an Italian director. He's only got 2 movies in English, but apparently in his Italian films, he's known for being a very progressive feminist. And then he wrote Blow Up, and I think, wow, what cocktail was he on?
I'm wondering if it was a really weird parody and it just didn't land. I haven't seen it, so I don't know, but I'm just wondering, because if he's a very progressive feminist, then
the only thing I can think of is like the theme is like being a voyeur and like only ever like interacting with the world by watching it, but that's very loose.
Maybe he broke his rules for once just to see what would happen. I know I've done again. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I'm just wondering.
I might make you both have to watch. We might have to fix that one. It's a stinker.
We're gonna get the Criterion viewers to lynch us. It'll be perfect. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go. I already got my Criterion
Hold
collection
on.
movie recently.
Okay,
I'm
so
good.
wait, do we pick a movie and then we talk
Wait, well,
about bullshit?
let's-
or we
what-
talk about bullshit.
Let's
and
talk about bullshit now and then pick the movie.
Okay,
Who's picking?
We figured it out. I can possibly figure that out in a bit, but let's talk bullshit.
bullshit. I'm gonna say what movies I've seen recently.
Did you finish Cyberpunk?
Yes, I finished Cyberpunk Edgerunners. I like it. It's cool. I now want to play Cyberpunk, the game.
We own it.
Yeah, Hector just beat it. He played.
I played 50 hours and I got like 3/4 of the endings.
Anyways, Cyberpunk Edgerunners, really good.
I want V to end up with the hot cop.
The hot cop.
He's a PI now.
I also
He's
watched.
a PI now.
I also watched Screamers. 1980s.
Isn't that the new one?
Let's Scream.
No, Screamers is a 1980s sci-fi horror.
Sci-fi horror.
Yeah. Okay. It deals with the AI thing. You know, like
Mhm.
when you make a fully sentient AI, eventually they can just write their own code, make themselves. Basically, they just hyper replicate themselves.
Yeah.
And then they're like, why do we need humans for? That's Screamers. I rewatched The Thing again. This is probably like the 6th time I've seen this movie. It's amazing. Like every single time I watch it, it's great.
It's so gross. I never want to watch it.
It's so good though.
I want to watch it.
Turns out The Thing in
Which version of the thing? John Carpenter's or the previous
John
one?
Carpenter.
They're both good.
Wait, hold up. Wait, no, the 1980s one.
John Carpenter.
Yes.
There's 2 versions.
Oh yeah, there's the one before the thing.
Yes,
the
they're
thing
both
from
good.
Another World, John Carpenter's, and then the prequel. There's a prequel thing that came out in like 2010.
No, there's one before that.
Yes, but we're also
Yes,
telling you there's a
there's
prequel.
three Thing movies.
Okay, there's 3. Now I get it.
There's
Never
3
mind.
Thing
My bad. My
movies.
bad. I
The
completely
Thing from
spaced
Another
out.
World, The Thing, and then The Thing 2010 or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
I saw The Thing.
The John Carpenter version.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is just a masterpiece, like always. And then I also watched Barbarian, really fucking good horror.
It's coming to HBO
Watch
Max.
it.
I'm excited to watch it.
and Smile, also pretty good. It's weird.
All right.
And yeah.
Let me pull up my list of Halloween movies. So
that's why all these movies were horror movies.
We're not in a different boat from you, bud.
October.
Yeah, we've been.
So do you want to explain, or should I?
Yeah, we participate on Lunatics Discord, and Abby from Lunatics is hosting a competition for the person who watches the most. The person who watches the most horror movies in the month of October, they get a goodie bag. We have definitely failed that because one guy watched like 13 in a day.
Not exaggerating. He is at. Oh, actually, him and Abby are tied. Actually, did someone beat? No, it's a 3-way.
Lamo.
It's a 3-way. I am very much not in it. I have watched 5 technically.
Yeah.
We watched
right.
Men.
Yeah.
Don't recommend it. We might fix it.
We could fix it.
I don't know how you do Annihilation and then Men.
I don't. I think what happened is he just kind of like lost the plot. I don't know.
I haven't seen Men. But
It's too symbolic, I feel like.
It's too symbolic, but also like it doesn't know. But it also just it's a weird mix. It's symbolism in the wrong areas.
Yeah.
Silence of the Lambs. Holy
that was a good one.
That was really good.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, it felt like Men needed to take more inspiration from Silence of the Lambs, because Silence of the Lambs definitely touched on a lot of the subjects that Men was trying to go after, and I feel like Silence did it way better.
Werewolf by Night.
Good one.
Really fun. Have you seen it yet, Ed?
You should.
You'd love it.
It's on my definitely on my list. American Werewolf in London.
I'll probably watch it. I've seen a few minutes of it. I've seen a few scenes of it, and I was out of country and I saw it. It's Slenderman, which I don't know if you mentioned, and we also saw Reminiscence, which
it counts. It was a thriller.
They count thrillers.
It's a thriller noir.
It was fun.
Yeah, I liked it.
The world building's really fun, though. I think the world building kind of what sunk me in. Also, they had Daniel Wu, Sonny from Into the Badlands. He's there for 3 scenes, and I wish he was there for a few more. But he was pretty. It's interesting. He's the villain from the first 2 seasons.
The Baron.
Imagine we tried to emulate the Baron a little bit, but also mixed in with him being Chinese. It's a really fun character, actually. It's really good. I'm I didn't know he could because he plays a pretty okay straight man to everyone else shenanigans in Badlands. I'm is he a 1? I was worried he was a 1 note, but no, he's solid. I wish he'd just done a little bit of martial arts in the movie, but I guess he didn't want to be typecast. I don't know. Fun movie.
Yeah. Yeah, that was gonna be my pick.
Oh.
Okay, well, Hector mentioned all the movies that we watched. I got hooked into my newest bullshit. There's a game that was free on Steam for this weekend, so, sorry that you missed out. You should have been on Steam, but, Per Aspera it's a game where you terraform Mars. It's very fun. I've already played ungodly amount of hours, and I just bought it Sunday.
Well, you played the demo too.
I played the demo. I got the demo Thursday, but I'm already too many hours for me to only have been playing since Thursday. So yeah.
I hate how much I like Cyberpunk.
Oh, and Cyberpunk has been fun.
I hate how much I like it. It's
game?
The whole world. Okay, so
2077.
Yes, but not just that. No.
We have the tabletop.
Just that. We have the tabletop. I've been reading some of the tabletop in my spare time, and I've been listening to some podcast. There's a live stream of Mike Pondsmith, the guy who made
the cyber.
He's running a game for a few celebrities and popular people, and it's one of them is Matthew Lillard, Shaggy from the live action movies.
Shaggy?
He's in Scream.
Shit.
He's in Scream.
Yeah, he is in Scream.
He plays a character. He plays his character serial killer from Hackers, but as a net runner, and it's I want to play it so bad. I'm gonna probably cut this out or keep it in. Who knows? Maybe we'll get pressure. I have been learning so much lore.
He called me Choom without missing a beat.
I called her Choom without missing a beat. I'm gone for brains. Anyway, so I want to run a game and make it a podcast if I can.
That'd be fun.
I would love to do that. I would love to try my hand at that because, like, I don't know, it'd be fun. Also, there's not many cyberpunk. Anyway, join us next time for Jumper.
Jumper.
Oh.
What's Jumper?
Hayden Christensen.
It was his last big thing after Star Wars, and before he kind of just
would you look at that?
did some farming.
That is a movie poster. That's what that is.
Yeah.
That is the classic action movie poster with teal and orange.
Yeah, it's because they're contrasting colors.
Yeah, they're complement.
It was one of the early ones, but yeah,
they're on opposite sides of the color
you know
wheel.
what? I've never seen Hayden Christensen in anything else, and I kind of wanted to see him in something else. So Jumper.
I've seen the movie before.
Yes, yeah, you put it on the movie list we have.
It's bad.
I've been told it's
This
fun.
seems like a proto version of Now You See Me. Now that I've read this synopsis,
I wouldn't be surprised if there was something similar.
After we watch Jumper, we should watch Now You See Me, because I know you would like Now You See Me.
I already know the twist. I kind of hate the twist, though.
I don't remember the twist, so you can relive it through my eyes.
Fair enough. I've never seen
it a mirror. The twist.
I'm not saying. I'm not. No, that's not it. I'm not going to say
mirrors.
No, stop,
Bruh. That was the.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't.
That was a joke. Okay. Slenderman.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, everyone, so much for Jesus Christ, 2 years.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I thought we'd fade away after 6 months, but we just kept at it.
Yeah.
We made a lot of cool friends off of this, so thank you all who've supported us and joined us and listened to us and shared us.
Yeah, shout out Syndicate, Made Up Movies, Slay the Stars, and Lunatics.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, thanks again for Abby from Lunatics Radio Hour from helping me out with the research. It means a lot. Ed, you want to say anything?
Watching bad movies has given me a more appreciation to watching good movies. And just how difficult it is to actually
make a good movie.
Yeah, put something in a movie that people appreciate. I don't know.
Follow us on Instagram at reshoot_podcast. You can follow us on Twitter at reshootmoviepO1. You can email us at reshootpodcast. You can get stickers, hopefully, fingers crossed, by the time this episode comes out on Redbubble. If you look up Reshoot, you can find our merch. You can look us up. We're on Redbubble. Just Reshoot. It's a tag. It's an account. I have stickers that I made. I'm very excited for them.
We have stickers?
We do now.
Oh, yeah, we forgot to tell you. Yeah, we were making...
Yeah, you remember the thing I showed you?
Yeah.
I made that in the middle of making some of the stickers. So I might just turn it into a sticker.
Just fun little stickers and pins too, or?
Yes, pins. I'm debating on whether I want to do alternative movie posters based on our fixes.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be really cool.
It'd be very fun. Also, goodbye free time. I miss you.
Also, copyright. How much of that can we get away with?
You can do fan posters.
Can you sell fan posters?
I have seen so many fan posters. I
Fair
bought him a fan poster.
Fair enough. Oh, I thought if we can't get away with it, we can make badly named
Norbius.
No, that's just
Blorbius.
Huh?
Blorbius.
No, but for example, for Morbius, for Ed's fix, it would be the hands praying with the rosary dangling off. Kind of more of a simplistic art.
I think I'd like your thing of two.
Yeah, doing a Matt Smith.
You definitely won
that.
You definitely won that episode of the podcast.
I try and do 3 posters per.
I know. I'm just saying you won Morbius.
I'm glad you guys liked it.
Today's movie was Slenderman 2018, directed by Sylvan White, written by David Burke, and the cinematography by Luca Del Pupo. Slenderman is credited as being created by Eric Knudsen, also known as Victor Surge. Go show these people some love on their various social medias, because they made a movie which is a lot more than what we can say. Goodbye.
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 And thank you again.